anything that I even realized, because I'll admit it, I didn't really tell anybody, but for a while, Asher has refused a bottle. Just totally refuses bottle. She would rather wait and cry until I come back than take a bottle, which is really difficult for me, because that means that I basically cannot be away from my babies for more than, a few hours or whatever. So then, because of that, I've had to completely adjust my lifestyle to make sure that I'm not away from my babies for more than a couple few hours, because the worst thing would be for me to leave them and then them just be crying incessantly for whoever is the caregiver. That would suck for everybody. So it's really affected my lifestyle, and I've just had to kind of make do and try to be as available to my baby as possible. Aria was having no problem. She was, give me that food, I don't care how I get it, I'm hungry. She's my little chunker. She actually was the smaller one when she was born, but now she's got this big old chunky butt and big chunky thighs. She doesn't care how she gets that milk, she just wants it. So, however, for several weeks recently, Aria has also been refusing a bottle. So I was just completely out of luck. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do when my work starts to pick back up regularly, and if I need to be away from them for 8 hours or 10 hours like a normal person who works a regular 9-to-5 job. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I hadn't really talked about that much on my page because it's about my breastfeeding journey, and I didn't really think that feeding them a bottle was as much a part of my breastfeeding journey as I thought, but it really is. It's part of my journey, and also being able to give my babies a bottle, or somebody else give my babies a bottle, is part of my own sanity, because as much as I love my babies and I love breastfeeding, I also need a break, and I need to be able to go and do things and get away for a little bit, just to be an adult. So anyway, I started running this giveaway, and one of the other companies had put me in touch with this company called Bitty Lab. So I had never heard of them before. Hang on one second, I'm going to turn this other light on because I feel like I'm dark. Hang on. That's a little better, I guess. So anyway, I was put in touch with this company called Bitty Lab, and they have a bottle. It's called the BearFree bottle. I didn't know much about it. They sent me a sample, told me to try it out, and however it worked out, they wanted to participate in our giveaways. So I'm like, yeah, sure, let's try it out. Awesome. The owner did not know that my babies at that point were refusing a bottle. So I was definitely excited to try it out and see how it worked. So here's another example. This bottle has pretty much changed our lives, because I've never found a bottle that as closely emulates a breast as this. This could be life-changing for breastfeeding moms, seriously. And especially when you're at home with your baby and they only have the breast, and you're trying to get them on a bottle and they're refusing a bottle, that is a big problem. It's a big problem, especially for when you have to return to work. It's not funny. So tried it out, and I actually Skyped with the maker of this product. She invented it. She's very cool. Another mom. So there's several things about this bottle that is really amazing. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you about it, and I'm excited to tell you about it. So it comes in this little 2-pack. There's 2 different types. There is a breast nipple, and I'm going to explain it to you. So this is breast nipple. It actually extends just like a breast. So as they suck, they pull the nipple out and into their mouth, just like they would a breast nipple. Okay? There's also one that's a little bit easier latch for babies that don't have a problem taking a bottle, or that just, want an easier latch. This is just a regular nipple, okay? But this one actually goes back in because just to emulate a breast. It's very cool. So this is an interesting product because it's called BearFree for a reason. It is air free. So there's no air in it whatsoever. Start giving me some hearts if your baby has ever had acid reflux issues. Has any baby ever had acid reflux issues? Like your baby spits up, your baby's really gassy. Has anyone out there ever had any issues with gas or reflux or anything like that with any of their babies? I know mine has, for sure. To a point with my first, I thought that I was going to have to get her on some medication or something, because it's like doctors always want to medicate, right? No, I didn't do that because I'm not a huge fan of medicating my children if I don't have to. I try to do preventative maintenance rather than sick maintenance. So anyway, I'll pull this back so you guys can see it. There's several parts, but it's called BearFree because it's literally air free. It uses suction, but it still allows the milk to flow without any problems. So here's how you do it. Here's how you assemble it. You take it like this, you put it over the stopper, then you put it on the base, okay? Then you take the ring, you choose which nipple you want, you put it in there, and what's important is that you have to let the lip go all the way around, or else on the outside of the ring, or else the milk will leak out. See how that is? It's all the way around the outside edge. Okay, I'm gonna actually use the breast because I feel like most of my audience are breastfeeding moms, so I think that that's gonna be most interesting. So the first thing that's interesting to me is if you take a look at this nipple and you compare it to another leading brand, which one looks more similar to a breast? This one or this one? So automatically, just because of the ergonomics and the design of this nipple, a breastfed baby and babies in general are going to be much more inclined to latch on to something like this because it's so much more of a breast than that. This is nothing like a breast. This is just like a breast. Okay, so that's first and foremost. The second thing is this right here. This actually pushes out all of the air, so that way as your baby nurses, gets their bottle, as your baby feeds, it pulls it out, so it's completely air free. Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate. I have some water here. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. My babies and I have gotten a little bit of a stuffy nose. So I'm gonna fill it up. This is a 4-ounce bottle. Can everybody see that? So you wanna put it here. Click it down. And you'll get the hang of it, you'll get the feel of it. You can kind of feel when it's in place. Make sure that the lip is all the way around on the outside of the ring. And then on the bottom, see this dot right here? You want to make sure that your thumb is in the very center of that when you push it up. You push it all the way up. I'll put it against my black shirt so you can see it a little bit better. Push it all the way up. That's getting out all of the air. This little gadget is amazing. You want to pull this nipple out to get rid of all of the air. And there it is. 0 air. And this is how the baby nurses. The other amazing thing about this product, and I wouldn't be promoting this as much as I am if I didn't have it myself with my twins and them all of a sudden be able to take a bottle again. The other thing that's amazing about this is not only is there no air, but this is the only type of bottle that your child does not need to be reclined in order to get the milk, which makes sense. If you think about it, when you drink, you're always sitting upright. Otherwise you get heartburn or you need to burp or whatever. Well, this similarly for a baby that's taking a bottle. So if they're sitting back, there's always air at the top, and they have to be reclined in order to get the milk down to the bottom to get it. Here, they could be sitting perfectly upright and get all of the milk they want. That's pretty amazing. And that further eliminates the acid reflux and the need to burp. Here's another thing that I think is really cool. So the nipple, look at that. I don't know if you can see it that well, but it comes out just like a mother's nipple. There's not just one big hole in the middle. There's tons of little tiny holes just like our own nipples. So I'm gonna do that again. Let me see if I can. See that? I'm pushing the bottom, but that's how it comes out. Several small little bitty tiny nipples. Okay, so some other interesting things about this is the actual clinical studies that have been done with babies where it completely eliminates reflux. Oh geez, you scared me. I'm live. My stepdaughter just walked in and scared the shit out of me. I thought she was an intruder because the babies are upstairs sleeping. Wow, that scared the crap out of me. So what's interesting about this is it completely eliminates acid reflux and gas. I shouldn't say completely. Significantly decreases in almost every single case. So here's some actual clinical studies that they have right on their website, which is bittylab.com. BITTYLAB.com. Bitty Lab. So go to their main website and click on the clinical trials, which is right on their front screen. So I'm just gonna read a couple of the stats just so you guys can realize how awesome of a product this is and how it can really eliminate your child's acid reflux and gas symptoms. It says that main findings are that after a 2-week trial, 75% of babies no longer met diagnostic criteria for acid reflux. Sorry, I need my glasses right now. There it is. I was trying to enlarge it. After a 2-week trial, 75% of babies no longer met diagnostic criteria for acid reflux, meaning that 75% of the babies after 2 weeks of using this no longer had acid reflux. There was a 52% improvement in any reflux symptoms whatsoever. So it goes on to talk about all of this stuff. There's a ton of information about it, which I'm not gonna go over it with you. But if your baby suffers from any type of gas, acid reflux, upset stomach, things like that, I highly encourage you to try this out and to definitely enter to win. So, on to today's giveaway. Now that you have a good idea of this, I'm going to try and get a little quick video of my of Aria actually taking the bottle, but they're sleeping right now, and so that's why I was actually able to get down here and do this where without too much distraction, except for my stepdaughter who's just scared the shit out of me. I'm pulling up the actual gift set, and I'll have this on the on my page. But this is the actual gift set that we are giving away today. It's the deluxe starter set. There we go. It has 2 4-ounce bottles, 2 8-ounce bottles, 4 nipples, all the attachments. So 2 4-ounce bottles, 2 8-ounce bottles, and all of the attachments. So we're giving one away today, and then there will be another one of these given away on the grand prize day. So I'm going to take a quick second to see if anybody has any questions about this, or if anyone has any questions about, let me see here. If anyone has any questions in general, let me see if there's any. Okay. What's up? Hi. Hi. Just curious if anybody has any questions. I'm just scrolling to see everybody's comments and stuff. Let me see. All right, guys. Yep. Honey Bree, make sure you, yeah. Honey Bree, I think that this is definitely going to be something that you can use. And I mean, issue with it collapsing and losing structure as they drink. Okay, so Lindsay asked a question. For the one that pulls out as they drink, is there an issue with collapsing and losing structure as they drink? So I think that what you're asking is, does the nipple ever, do they like lose their latch as they drink because it collapses? No, I don't believe. It's very similar to a very similar latch to that of a real nipple. So as they pull that nipple deep into their mouth, in the back of their mouth, it elongates, and as long as they stay latched on, it's going to have the exact same latch as that of a nipple. From Brazil. Yes, this is a really big, really good product. Does it come in glass? No, it's all plastic. Okay, you have 2 questions. I hope I answered them for you. Lindsay, does that answer your question? Okay. So if anybody has any other questions about this, feel free to leave a comment on the giveaway post. Otherwise, I think that we're good. Thank you. Good. Otherwise, I think that we're good. You could still, I'm going to save this to my feed, to my profile. So if there are any other questions, just still go ahead and message me through this feed, and I'll get it. Otherwise, you could just leave a comment on the actual giveaway. But really, it's a great product. It's very cool, and it's a $59.99 value. And yeah, so good luck. Follow my page, follow their page, tag a bunch of friends, and enter to try and win this awesome bottle gift set. Okay? All right, everyone. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. And also this evening I will be announcing who is the winner of the booby beats from yesterday. So, all right. Well, thanks, everyone. Bye. Have a great rest of the day. Thanks.